Rich lineup of Ulsan. Young Woo, young player coming in on the right side. Taekwon though the absentee, and they'll miss him going forward as Tono. Tono brought back in for this match. Taki Bernarda out to Sasaki. Sasaki dink over the top for Leandro. Well guarded by Kim Young-gwon. Leandro was just waiting for Kim Young-gwon to dive in, but the experience there of the international and AFC Champions League winner. It's a lovely ball flighted in. Nice first touch from Leandro. Wins the corner. Second corner of the early stages for Kawasaki. It was from this side that the goalkeeper dropped the ball for the late equaliser on match day 1. That's why the keeper's being crowded. Ooh, flicked on at the near post. Kurumaya once again sneaking in. He's not the tallest, but he does get himself in great positions as Toro Aniki looks on from the sidelines. He's been the architect of the Kawasaki success. Clever set play. And he got in front there of Lee Gu-song. Did Kurumaya. Kim Young-gwon has put far too much on that for Seoul Young-woo. Marcinho. Score of a gem of a late goal against Johor. And Sasaki, who hit the post in the first game against Johor. All of players have had a lot of opportunities. Won-sang has got pace, but Sasaki is also pretty quick and coolly played back. Nicely done by Lim Young-jae. Young-woo, Gu-song closed down by Marcinho. Good battle there. Wakizaka's won it back. 2 in the penalty area. Marcinho unmarked at the far post. There's no cross coming in. Wakizaka. Yamane, Wakizaka again. Kazajishvili hangs out of foot. Sasaki. Leandro at the far post. Good challenge by Jung-hyun. Then Leonardo tries to come the other way. Help forward. Ooh, I'm not sure how much intent there was that in there from Lim Jong-hyun. It safely got back to his keeper, but was he aware that Leandro Damio was lurking right behind him? I'm not sure he was, you know, and Leandro didn't gamble. Marcinho again doing some good pressing. We haven't seen this kind of... Oh, it's given away. Leandro Damio! Looks at the turf accusingly as if there was a little bobble. But a real error from Kim Young-gwon. Gives it away, and Leandro... Oh, there's a slight bobble just before he hits it. Just pops up, not much. And that is a mighty, mighty big let-off for Kim Young-gwon and Ulsan. Kurumaya. Well, I know Ulsan expressed concern about the pitch earlier on in the tournament, and there was talk that there might actually be the game moved away from the Larkin. It never came to fruition. And it is well looked after, but 6 matches in 15 days will rough up any pitch. Won-sang can't get a good touch on. Does second time. Kazajishvili. Cleverly played. Leonardo. Look at the pace there of Won-sang, and he's got past Kurumaya and then floats it in, but there's nobody there. Lee Chung-yong is chasing, can't keep it in. But explosive pace down the right-hand side from Won-sang. Won the foot race. Kurumaya's not the quickest. He's getting on in years at 30. I shudder to say getting on in years at 30. Ha. Yamane. Tono's in oceans of space. He's got Marcinho to his left, but miscontrols, and Youngwon is up there just to cover. Leandro closing down, and again a misplaced long ball. Taniguchi, the captain. Nicely played, Chung Yong. Leonardo. Sasaki. Approaching the 10-minute mark. Kawasaki have had the better opportunities. Clear opening for Leandro, which he couldn't take. But also Marcinho has closed down a lot. Broke into the penalty area on one occasion, but it's still goalless under the lights, which are on early at the Larkin. Taniguchi. Marcinho. Sasaki overlapping. 3 in the penalty area. Marcinho, Sasaki. It's all rather static in the penalty area though. Taki Bernarda and Sasaki forced backwards. One of the differences between the top teams in Asia is the way that they just hold on to possession. They make it so difficult for the opponents to get it back. Leandro tries to get in there and belt it clear. Kazashvili will try to protect it, can't. Wakizaka, little dink, looks for Leandro. It's another scary moment for Ulsan. They could utilize, they could use a little bit of keep ball, but instead Taki Bernarda is penalized for the challenge on Kazashvili. Didn't look a lot in it, it's just got the wrong side. But Taki Bernarda's done that kind of hustling in the middle of the park ever so well. Youngwoo, Wansang, strong enough to hold off the challenge from Dayatono. Jong Yun, now to Kim Young-gwon. Young Jae. Press is on. Go back to the goalkeeper. Imani did ever so well. Leonardo decides that Jung isn't worth pressing. Too experienced, not likely to make the mistakes. It's in great nick at 38. Even at his prime, Chung Seung-rung was chunky, but it's a great upper body strength that he's got and real presence in goal. Yanaga, first involvement for Yanaga. That's his running goal for the day. This fabulous ability just to stay still and find spaces, Yanaga. Tono looks for Leandro. Wakizaka was coming in just above Leandro. Marcinho hustles to win it back, gives it away. Gyu-sung out wide to Youngwoo. Sol Youngwoo again. Wansang. Taki Bernarda very aware of his pace, busily in to make the challenge. Gyu-sang, Kazashvili. Sasaki swung a leg, but it's swung out instead to Lee Chung-young for Ulsan. Myung Jae outside him and find Myung Jae, who's exclusively left-footed. Kyung-woo looking for support. Kyu-sung eventually gives it. Leonardo, Kazajishvili! Kazajishvili, what a tackle! What a save! Put in for Ulsan by Leonardo. At the third attempt, Leonardo de Souza's second goal of this AFC Champions League. But the work was done by Valery Kazajishvili. Penetrative pass, little give and go. Kazajishvili blocked once and Leonardo scrambles it in and might have taken a deflection. But great play by Leonardo initially. Kazajishvili in that number 10 role. And then strikers always seem to turn up. Scrappy goals or 30-yarders, they're all the same. Kazajishvili did really well, as did the goalkeeper. And oh, it's off the goalkeeper's glove. But Ulsan, as they did in the first game, take the lead. And in terms of the overall group, as it stands, that will put them to the top of the pile. They drew and lost their opening 2 games of their group. They then beat Guangzhou back-to-back, which was expected. Rested players. And now they come to their own, well, really, semi-finals and final, where they need to win both games to progress as group winners. They made the perfect start early in the first 20 minutes against Kawasaki. That Leandro miss at the other end really comes into full focus now. Kyu-sung. Park. That's loose from Park. Kazajishvili gives him a glare. Yamane wins it back and Kyu-sung is there, stooping to conquer. Lee Myung-jae. Oh, lovely spin and turn by Cheong-yong. Didn't create the space he hoped for, but a little bit of class from the vastly experienced captain. Kyu-sung. He provides the energy in midfield, 27, prime of his footballing career. The experience of the ball over the top from Young Gwon. Lee Myung-jae was getting forward there, so Yamane just puts it out. Well, it's the Kawasaki conundrum once again in the AFC Champions League. They've never, despite their abilities, got beyond the quarterfinals of this competition. Wakizaka. Leandro finds Massinho. Lovely first touch, Massinho. Lovely intent, it should be said, but Kim Jong-un helping out Young-woo. Showing his versatility. Likes to play on the left-hand side, but as you can see, operating down this right-hand side in place of the absent and injured club captain, Kim Tae-hwan. Nice headed flick by Seol. One side. Looking to get to the byline. Kurumaya was there. Jung-yeon. Kazajishvili. Leonardo. Great strength from Leonardo. Wanted the foul, but instead the foul's gone the other way. That's twice he's now held off the captain, Shogo Taniguchi. He was just caught by Kurumaya. That's what the injury is for. I think this is a legitimate stoppage. And, Leonardo playing for time. While he gets some treatment, the players will get on some liquids. There will be an official drinks break after 30 minutes, but the players taking the chance while there's a stoppage in play. And referee happy to let that happen. Here's the goal. Kazajishvili. His ability to hold on to the ball absolutely wonderful. And when it breaks to Leonardo, he scores his 5th goal in all competitions for Ulsan this season. Didn't hit it properly, goalkeeper got a hand to it, but it went in the back of the net. And when he's a granddaddy telling his grandkids the stories, this will be a 30-meter bullet. Taki Bernada as Kawasaki tried to respond. Yanaga. Tono gets it out of his feet onto Sasaki. But Sasaki looks up at Martinho, and Leandro is not the tallest, and he's marked by 2 giant centre-backs, and that's given away. And Leonardo can run at Kuramaya. And look at this, Sang outside of him. Sang through on goal! 2-0 Ulsan. The fast break from Sang. It's his 2nd goal of this AFC Champions League campaign, his 6th overall. And Kawasaki Frontale are in a big hole. Perfectly timed pass, 1 touch out of his feet and rolls it beyond the experienced Young Ryong into the corner. The pace, too much for Kawasaki, and cleverly played by Leonardo. And expertly put in. Didn't try and power it, knew exactly what he was doing. Kawasaki, who themselves were so clinical in their finishing against Johor the other night. Well, they've been on the receiving end of some clinical finishing today. Next goal, as they say, will really decide this game, if there is a next goal. If Ulsan score it, they are out of sight. If Kawasaki score it, it's back to game on. Tono. Flick through. Hoisted it in, Leonardo looked for it! Oh, it's snatched on the line, Martinho's effort. Jo Hyun-woo kept his eyes on the ball. Maybe he could have come for this as it looped up in the air. He stayed on his line. Martinho got there, and the international keeper gratefully grabs at it. Might have expected him to attack the ball, but good save nonetheless. Such other margins. 1 break at one end goes for Ulsan. That's the Korean coach, former centre-back of some note. Young-woo, Kim Young-gwon. There's too much on that for who acknowledges. Honestly, it was a pretty ordinary pass from Kim Young-gwon, but he does like that diagonal. Taniguchi. Midway through the first half, the first quarter, and Ulsan lead by 2-0. What it means is that if Johor, if this remains as a victory for Ulsan, big if, let's hold that thought. Yamane slides it in, but Young-woo was in the right place, and Kuramaya gets the better of Leonardo. Let's go back to that earlier thought. if Johor beat Guangzhou tonight, Johor would be on 10 points, as if Ulsan hold on to this, they would be on 10 points. Johor possibly could win the group. Kawasaki, if they beat Guangzhou, would move on to 11. Was Marchinho, chases him. I'll worry about the mathematics towards the end of match day 6. Forgive me for speculating. Marchinho can't chase that. And there's Seoul Young-woo. Matches him for pace. Now that Leandro Damiao miss at 0-0. Comes into real focus. Leonardo, 1 goal, 1 assist. Kim Young-guan. Yamane didn't get there. Young Jae did. Kyu-sung with the burst forward from midfield. Young Jae's made a great run inside. Just too much on that from Kyu-sung. Nice idea. The left back has made the run. Just a little bit too much on the ball. Come down the other end, Marchinho. Double team. Sasaki. Tono to Wakizaka. Yanaga. How Kawasaki could use a little bit of Yanaga magic. Wakizaka, Yamane. Azashvili closes down. Taniguchi. Yanaga looks up and arrogant flick of the left foot. He looked up and there weren't any white shirts available. It's just a wall of blue and yellow. And look at this, driving out is Kim Young-guan. Quickly steps back, but Won-sang, who scored thrillingly on the breakaway, goes into the corner. No blue shirts anywhere near him. Nobody attacking the penalty area. And I think we might have had just a little glimpse there of how Ulsan are going to approach this game from here on in. A little bit of caution. Kazaishvili. Possessional stats just in favour of Kawasaki. But it's what you do with the ball that matters. Sasaki clears, Kurumaya. Again under pressure. Taniguchi only closed down though by Leonardo. And Young Jae got lucky. Lee Chun-young. Kyu-sung. This is going to be really, really awkward for Kawasaki. Just the pace of Won-sang and Leonardo will catch them on the break if they go too gung-ho. And they don't have the personnel to try to steamroll the teams. They like to pass teams and get behind them. Taki Bernada. The Anglos done well. Yanaga. Wakizaka. Driving forward, Yasuto Wakizaka. Then Ulsan have got back, it's a 4-5-1. Kazaishvili making the extra midfielder. Encouraging Kawasaki to try to play the ball long. Kawasaki though worked a nice little triangle. Looking for Leandro. Kazaishvili flicks on. Taniguchi onto Yamane. Marchinho's made a move on the left. Ball instead comes to Yanaga on the right. Yanaga, little give and go. Closed down by Young-woo. Leonardo, look to his left-hand side. He's got Lee Chun-young available, and Lee Chun-young tried an outrageous effort from 45 yards. If we look from behind, this is a great camera angle because it's on. The goalkeeper is off his line. A little bit of Patrick Schick from the Euros. Yamane. Youngwoo just helps it away. Awkward one to deal with. The young defender's done well there. Sasaki. Kurumaya. Ulsan sitting very deep. Taniguchi looks out wide to Yamane. Yamane's cross. Meat and drink to Lim Jong-yeon. They will love it if that kind of ball is coming in. The two centre-backs. They eat them for breakfast. Yanaga. Just trying to tease Ulsan out of their organised defensive shell. Wakizoka. Sasaki have made a good run. Marquinhos come inside. Marquinhos. Nice little triangle out. Leonardo looks for on one side. Kurumaya has to go back and Leonardo chases. There's real energy there. Taniguchi closed down by Kazaishvili. That's why he's captain, eh? That was pretty coolly done by Shogo Taniguchi. Taki Banada. Makizaka. Just beyond the half hour. Ulsan in firm control and making sure that they're not doing anything silly, nothing gung-ho. And the referee will call for a drinks break and an opportunity for Toro Aniki in particular to address the problems his team is facing. Mask is on, but the problems are piling up for Kawasaki, largely because of the influence of this fella. He's scored one and he's assisted with the second. And now Ulsan have shut up shop just a little bit. Here's the first goal. Kazaishvili shows real determination, gets the shot away, and Leonardo is there like all good strikers are to pounce. It was his ball in to Valery Kazaishvili, and he was there to follow up. And then the second time, the pass to perfection. Anubon Sang has got pace to burn, and despite Sasaki trying to get back, he's just passed that into the corner. And there's the reaction on the Ulsan bench. Sang and Leonardo, the goal scorers. Second goal apiece for both of them. Leonardo has a little word with his countryman Marquinhos. Leonardo Damião. He had a glorious opportunity when the score was goalless. But a little bobble just as he hit the ball meant he fired over the top. In the head-to-head between these two teams, they've met 8 times. 4 times Ulsan have come out on top. 3 draws. And just the one win. As Taniguchi has to go back. Coolly done. The Japanese can't quite interpret the instructions. Taniguchi looks for Yanaga. That's easy from Young Jae. Young Guan. Jung Hyun. He's Giving it away to Yanaga. That's a lot of Yamane. Lim Young Jae, experienced player. Hasn't been a regular, either in the league or in this AFC Champions League, only in because of the injury to Taekwon. Yanaga, Wakizaka. There's a lovely reverse ball by Yanaga. But it might break. Good solid defending from Young Guam. And look at this, Kazajishvili trying to play in Leonardo. They're the risks that Kawasaki are going to have to take, though. That was 2 attackers against 3 defenders. Marcinho. Through Leandro. Experienced international. Not having the best of days so far. Then Leonardo says to Ulsan, you should be moving. You've got the pace, and I want to play it into you when you're moving. Cheap possession, picked up Wakazaki for Kawasaki. Scored the opening goal in the 5-0 mauling of Johor the other night. Football can change so quickly. Sasaki. Young Woo has played that right back very nicely. Kazajishvili. Young Woo. 25-year-old burst forward, but they come back to the other Young Woo. There's a Young Woo at right back, number 66, and a Young Woo, number 6 in the heart of midfield. And a Hyun Woo in goal. Hyun Woo finds Young Woo, and one Sang is offside. The noise you can hear is actually coming from the Kawasaki fans. Away to my right, urging their team onwards. But it's one heck of a big hole they've found themselves in. Just one offside in the game so far. Neither team is playing that much of a high line. Kurumaya, Sasaki. Jung Guan is just seeing those balls. He's reading the game very well. Kurumaya. 8 minutes left in this first half. How Kawasaki would love a goal to give them some encouragement coming into the second 45. Dayatono being quiet. Marcinho turns into trouble. And that's great work ethic from Leonardo. And then he moves forward. Park Chung-young. To Seol Young-woo. They're also good enough to keep possession for long periods of time, Ulsan as well. Kim Young-gwon, tracked by Yanaga. Kazajishvili just tries to help it on. The throwing goes the way of Ulsan. Not sure about that myself. Kazajishvili tries not to look guilty. Kazajishvili again. Both these teams exemplary disciplinary records in this season's AFC Champions League. Kawasaki, not a single yellow card in any of their 5 games, including this one to date. Ulsan, including the victory over Port in the qualifiers, just a couple of yellow cards. So referee Alquist hasn't had that difficult to match the referee so far. Yun helps it forward. Looks to Ulsan, one side. Kazashvili, Leonardo. Kurumaya. Again, he's looking for movement, and there's not a lot of movement up front ahead of him. Yanaga's out wide right. Leandro through the middle. Marcinho a little bit static to the left. And Ulsan very, very sure to make sure they've got two banks of four. Sasaki. As they advance the ball just a little bit further. Marcinho faced by three. Expertly organised defensive work from Ulsan Hyundai. Taniguchi might fancy a shot. Taniguchi dink over. Marcinho! Leonardo Damião has pulled one back. The structure was broken down as Taniguchi found Marcinho, and Leandro gets his first goal of this season's campaign. Now we've got a game. Marcinho, is he offside? It's tight, but it looks like a good call. Lovely header back across goal. Taniguchi broke the lines. Marcinho found space. And Leandro Damião, fourth goal in all competitions this season. Well, for the neutral, it's great. It's not so great for Ulsan. Just been talking how static they were up front. Suddenly Marcinho found space, and when the ball went into the penalty area, Leandro just turned into another gear. Taki Bernarda. Kazashvili closing him down. Yanaga. The arrogance. Akihiro Yanaga. Lovely, lovely, lovely player. I'm sure incredibly infuriating to play with. Here he is again. Taki Bernarda. Kurumaya. They couldn't pull it back before half time, could they? Leandro was wanting more on that as Kaio Tono won the ball aggressively on the edge of the penalty area, but illegally. There's the ball in. Look at Leandro. He's suddenly on the move, attacking the space behind the centre-back. Have a look at him in the middle of it. Boom, he's just made 3 or 4 yards, whereas he'd been static in the build-up. Suddenly comes to life when the ball's in the penalty area, Leandro. Janiki on the edge of his technical area looks a lot happier with life now as the angle ball was looking for Marcinho. Kurumaya does well, holds off Leonardo. Taki Bernarda. Still time in this half for Kawasaki to get level. Yanaga. Plays at his pace. Yamane just couldn't take it. It found a little space where Yanaga had just drifted backwards. Miki Yamane had seen the space and drifted into that. Taniguchi's ball just over him. But Taniguchi's distribution, his cross led to the goal. So Hyunwoo decides to go long. Referee urging him. Some football language is the same no matter the language. Second ball so important. That's the call from Ulsan. First ball won by Kurumaya. Second ball won by Ulsan's Hyunwoo. Third ball won by Leandro. Sasaki. Junghyun down the line. Seo Youngwoo. Kim Young-gwon. Lim Junghyun hoisted forward. Taniguchi and Kurumaya. It's very unlike Kurumaya, very agricultural. Youngwoo wins that challenge. Machinho barged by Seo. Wakizaka. Again, Yamane's made a forward run. Sasaki. 2 minutes will be added on. Machinho to Sasaki. Wakizaka. Wakizaka tries to go top shelf. Ball just stuck under his foot for Yasuto Wakizaka. Sasaki made the extra man just from the edge of the D. Trying to drop it into the postage stamp corner. This game is by no means over. And that goal on 39 minutes from Leandro Damião has really given us a second half to salivate about. Kazajishvili can't get there. Taniguchi does. Yamane sends the dummy to Kazajishvili. Yanaga. Now then, there's a break on here. Look at that. Wansang has gone to the right. This is Kazajishvili. The Georgian Kazajishvili into Leonardo. What a challenge by Kurumaya. The defender just had to get that right. Youngwoo. Leonardo. Kurumaya. Second time an important clearance. Sasaki was, well, that's a lovely touch. That's beautifully done by Lim Jong-gum, because that came from high up in the sky. That is some skill from the big centre-back. 31 years of age now, a fixture in the Ulsan side. And some cool defending and cool help to be needed in the second half, because this is beautifully set up. That goal just before the interval from Leandro Damião has changed the complexion of the game after Leonardo and Wansang had made it 2-0 to Ulsan. Leandro's volley, cushioned volley goal just before half-time means that Kawasaki have a foothold in this game. They are vulnerable to the breakaway and the pace of Wansang, but at half-time, although they trail, they're back in the game. It is Ulsan Hyundai leading Kawasaki Frontale by 2-1. A mistake by Kim Young-won gifted him a shot from the edge of the penalty area. As he looked accusingly at the ground for, said there might have been a little divot. No changes from Ulsan, I just can't count. At the moment, just 7 Kawasaki players out on the pitch. Now they're making their way forward. Yanaga at his home pace as usual. Jung Seung-rung makes his way out. So Martinho, who had a busy first half, set up the all-important Kawasaki goal. Again, no changes from either side coming into this second 45 minutes. In terms of the overall group, as it stands, Ulsan go to the top of the table with 10 points. This would leave Kawasaki on 8, Johor on 7, Guangzhou on 0. Johor meet Guangzhou at 10 o'clock tonight at the Sultan Ibrahim Stadium. Go level on points with Ulsan on 10, but ahead of them on the head-to-head. Those two teams meet on the last match day. Kawasaki meet Guangzhou. Sorry, I kind of assumed there that Johor will beat Guangzhou, having seen how Lion City Sailors suffered against Shandong. Maybe I shouldn't count those chickens just yet. Yet to see how Johor respond to their pounding by Kawasaki. Last time out, 5-0 it was. Lovely ball. This is Scholl, as Martinho got back really importantly to make the defensive clearance. Well, that was a break there by Sol Young-woo down the right-hand side. Low reversal between Sang and Scholl. Let me give you the teams. Kawasaki in possession. They've got Jung Seung-rung in goal. Yamane, Taniguchi, Kurumaya and Sasaki along the back. Yasuto Wakizaka, Kento Takibanada and Tayo Tono in midfield. Takibanada looks for Tono. Referee plays an advantage. Leonardo over the top for Kazajshvili, who's onside. Kazajshvili, 3-1 Ulsan. Beautifully done by Valery Kazajshvili. And again, Leonardo has a big part to play in the goal. The worst possible start to this half for Kawasaki. Lovely ball over a square back four, then little bit of magic turns. Taniguchi inside out. Second goal of this tournament. Oh, lovely drag back from Kazajshvili. His 4th goal in all tournaments this season. He's just undone Shogo Taniguchi and fired under the body of Jung Seung-rung as he came out. 2-goal lead restored. And Ulsan Hyundai back in control. Yamane, reluctant to come out originally for the cross. Young-woo. Kim Young-won lifts it wide to Myung-jae. Taniguchi's header. Now, just to finish the lineup, I was giving you Wakizaka, Takabanada and Tono in midfield, with Yanaga, Leandro and Martinho up front, and those front three have got a lot of work to do in the remaining 40 minutes of this match. As for Ulsan, Chung-young is dragged back, wins the free kick. They've got Hyung-woo in goal, Sol Young-woo, Lim Jung-hyun, Kim Young-won and Lee Myung-jae at the back. Yu-song and Park Young-woo in the centre midfield, with the pacey Sang Lee Chung-young providing the width. Kazajishvili in support of Leonardo up front, both of whom have scored. Leonardo scored one, made two. Here's Sang. Good and important defending from Sasaki. I was going to say Yanaga, but he doesn't do that defending. Taki Bernardo it was, sorry. Sang, left foot. Oh, it's flicked just wide. Oh, that was flying top corner. Did it take a nick on the way? Well, the referee says no, and no complaints. Always hit that. Kuramaya, this will tell you how close. Oh, mighty close. Mighty close for 4-1. Tono. Martinho hits Tono. Youngwoo. The referee says play on, and Sang went down. And a little bit of heavy breathing. Martinho holds off the challenge. Kuramaya. Yamane. Fullback drives forward. There's too many blue shirts in the way. Gusong comes away under pressure from Yamane. On Sang. Gusong just clipped. That's a free kick and could be a yellow card for Mickey Yamane. Indeed, it is. Gusong was away otherwise. That's taking one for the team there, Mickey Yamane. The right back out of position over on the left-hand side. And the fact he was out of position just shows how exposed they were. You know, having got back into the game with that Leandro strike just before half-time. Time is now against Kawasaki. Oh, lovely take. Sasaki, little drag back from Sang, and going to be a yellow card for Sasaki. So that's both fullbacks in trouble with the referee. Inside 30 seconds. And Sang might have gone on then. There's not really enough to cause him to fall in that exaggerated manner. But he's got the yellow card and he's got a free kick, and Ulsan will happily take this opportunity. Kim Young-kwan and Yong-woo and a ginormous Lim Jung-yeon at 6'3", all in the penalty area. Leonardo and Kazajishvili joining them. Every Kawasaki player back defending. Lee Chung-young orchestrating the free kick. Helped in, touched over. In the end, it was a Lim Young-jae on left foot. Comfortable for the goalkeeper, but a corner for Ulsan. Kazajishvili wanted it short, then gave a bad ball back to Lee Chung-young, but it nearly turned into something decent. That's a little bit sloppy from Valery Kazajishvili and Lee Chung-young. There's Lee again. Lim Young-jae. Yanaga. Little flick looking for Leandro. Coolly played by Kim Young-gwon. Young Jae. Leonardo, far post, Kuramaya. That's an awkward one to deal with. And the ball was really swept in towards Leonardo at the far post. He didn't challenge, but it bounced in front of Kuramaya. Kuramaya goes long, tracking back there from Seoul. Sang. Cleverly played. Youngwoo. Sang. Youngwoo. Oh, lovely touch. Sang. Oh, just couldn't get there. Sasaki, who was done for pace by Sang in the first half, knew that he had to get a challenge in and did at the last gasp. Taki Bernada. Ten minutes gone in this second half, and that goal 2 minutes into the half from Valery Kazashvili. Re-establishing the 2-goal lead. Ulsan looking secure at the moment. Sasaki. Kuramaya. Wakizaka, Taki Bernada, 2 banks of 4. And then a loose pass. That'll run out for a goal kick. It's a loose pass from Asahi Sasaki. Marchinho was running into no man's land. There's going to be a triple change from Kawasaki. Not quite yet, but I can see warming up and getting ready to come on. The centre-backs Kazuya Yamamura, the experienced Zhao Schmidt, will try to run things from the centre midfield. And also Yu Kobayashi. So defender, a midfielder and a striker ready to come on for Kawasaki. 3 at once. You're allowed 5 changes, of course. Sasaki finds Marchinho. 11 on the pitch trying to do something. Marchinho into the back of Seoul, and that will go out for a corner kick. And the changes are going to be made before the corner is taken. And the changes are going to be Sasaki comes off. Wakizaka comes off for Schmidt. Now they're going to, the change is made. So Yamamura is on. And also coming off is Dayatono for Yu Kobayashi. So the triple change is made. An extra attacker on the field of play. I'll be interested to see if they actually adopt to a 3 at the back. Again, the referee stops the play before the corner to tell players not to challenge. It's a frustrating element of the game. Yunaga's corner, dealt with by Ulsan. And every Ulsan player was back in his own penalty area then. Now Schmidt, he'll play the base and try and quarterback the game from there. The Brazilian. Marchinho. Kim Young-gwon. We'll deal with them all day. Schmidt. Taki Bernada. Kuramaya's now operating on the left side of the defence. Maybe we'll try to get forward. So he's gone into left back where Sasaki was. Kuramaya finds Yamamura's first involvement. Yamamura, Yanaga, lovely first touch to Schmidt. Sliced it off the outside of his foot. A little bit more urgency. Yanaga finds Schmidt, who was never really going to trouble Hyun-woo. Yamamura. He's added more experience. Sure about the pace though, that's what's been troubling Kawasaki. Kuramaya drives the ball forward. Yanaga. That's really difficult for Leandro to deal with. Schmidt wins it back. Frustrated not to get a start. Zhao Schmidt, dink over the top from Marchinho. And Leandro, the flag goes up belatedly for the offside against Marchinho. But a clever little ball in. Wasn't Leandro who was offside, it was Marchinho. And yes, a good yard. I love how Leandro just comes to life when the ball's in the penalty area. So we're just beyond the hour. Final third of the game. 3-1, Ulsan Hyundai. Taniguchi's towering header. Yusung. Marchinho's pressed and made life difficult for Seo. Hoisted so high and difficult for Yamamura. He'll concede the corner kick. Park Young-woo sending that one up into the clouds, high into the floodlights, and Yamamura just on. Concedes a needless corner kick. First half possessional stats, 60-40 in favour of Kawasaki. Pretty much the same in this second stanza as well. Kim Jong-yun's in the penalty area. Kim Young-won in there as well. Young-woo lurking at the edge of the penalty area. And it's Young-woo who's the target. Will come to Leonardo, but it's off the arm of the Brazilian. Fair enough call. 2 yellow cards dished out by the referee Al Hoish, and he's let the game flow whenever possible. Marchinho runs at Seo, but has the ball taken off him by Ulsan. Leonardo buffeted away by Yamamura. Schmidt back to Jung Seung-rong. Really does become a lottery if you're trying to qualify as one of the best second place teams. Only the best 3 qualify. Schmidt! Oh, Kim Young-won put his back to the wall. And Schmidt will buy himself a yellow card there. Third Kawasaki player to see yellow. I was going to say third Japanese to see yellow, but Schmidt is very much a Brazilian influence. Hasn't played a lot of football this season, Zhao Schmidt. He's only 28, but he exudes the presence of a much more experienced player than that. Lee Chung-young at 33. He's been playing in the top leagues in the world, Lee Chung-young. Great acquisition back for Ulsan. Adds experience and know-how and creativity. Kazashvili, Leonardo, yeah, was using his arm to hold off Taniguchi. Like the way referee Al Hoish makes the decision, then walks away. So even as Leonardo is trying to complain about it, there's nobody to complain to. That's a nice little tactic. Marchinho finds Kuramaya. 3 goals for Kurumaya in this AFC Champions League. How Kawasaki would love another one from him. Schmidt. Yamane. No space. Just look at the blue and yellow shirts as Yanaga tries to find Kurumaya. Successfully does. Taki Banada. Angle ball, Yamane. Mickey Yamane helps it in. And there's enough big men to clear that one out for Ulsan. Schmidt, thought of the shot. Comes to Kurumaya. Kurumaya only into the grateful gloves of Hyun-woo. But that was an opportunity. Hyun-woo then says to Kazajvili, you get on the way. And Schmidt, that shot was blocked. He'll come back live. Hyun-woo. On one side. And Ulsan at this stage of the game, approaching the final quarter. Happy to hold on to the ball. Yamamura taking control at the back and pressing the team out. Lee Chung-young finds Lim Young-jae. Leonardo, who's shown what he's all about today, Leonardo. Oh, what a pass! Gyu-sung denied, but Leonardo's vision. The reverse ball for the run from Gyu-sung. Oh, this is magical. And only the anticipation of Jung Seung-rung denies a 4th Ulsan goal. And then Leandro chases. Well, this could easily be 4-1 or 3-2. Marcinho, that's wasteful. Opportunities at either end. This is the earlier moment. Yamane gets there and hoists it over the goalkeeper. But the powerful Lim Jong-young wanted it more. But getting the fullbacks forward, Yamamura and Yamane, it's going to be crucial, and Schmidt's just going to have to fill in as the 3rd centre-back when they do get forward. Yamamura. Taki Banada. Ulsan's line is a good 40 metres up, so they're not just sitting back and letting this happen. Oh, a mistake there, Marcinho. Looks for Yu Kobayashi. It breaks to Leandro, what a save! Leandro Damiao scored one and is denied by Hyun-woo's acrobatics there. Marcinho providing the first moment, it breaks to Leandro, good strike, top save. Ulsan making the change. It's going to see Won-do Jae coming in at the expense of Lee Gyu-sung. 24-year-old Won-do Jae has played a couple of matches at centre-back in the wins over Guangzhou. Versatile player, might just be asked to sit in front of his back four here, alongside Park. Immediately though, he's going into a defensive position. Well, they've had their moments of Kawasaki, but they need to find the back of the net for a second time. Goalkeeper paws it away. Kept in. There is Won-do Jae's first involvement. Only finds Taniguchi. Zhao Schmidt. Yamamura looks for Kobayashi. Turned round the corner to Leonardo as Ulsan break clear. Kazakshvili. More changes as both coaches utilise the players at their disposal. First change is going to be Marchinho coming off. Solid performance, Marchinho. A good 70 minutes. Deichinen comes on. And Junamano, the Japanese for the Koreans. And Jun Ilok, the pacey winger. They're going to come on in a moment. Leonardo, he's had a terrific game. Lee Myung-jae looks for Kazakshvili. Kazakshvili! Eventually the shot is deflected. He was desperately trying to get the shot away. He's been terrific going forward. Leonardo's been excellent as well. Taniguchi it is who gets the final block. Larry Kazakshvili, that's going to be his last involvement though. Top performance from Kazakshvili. Hard-working performance from Lee Chung-young. Yunilok has got pace to replace Juan, and Amano has got the creativity to replace Kazakshvili. He's earned the back pass. Junimano will trot over to take this corner for Ulsan. It's their fourth corner of the match. And they're a real challenge in there. Lim Jung-yeon and Kim Young-won both lurking. Both got the height of Hwang Do-jae in there. Touched away by Seung-rung, who probably didn't realise he was unchallenged. Safety first as Yunilok lets that one go out. Final 20 minutes. Ulsan need 2 goals. Myung-jae. Amano. Nice reverse ball. Ilok couldn't get there. Hwang Do-jae in the back of Leandro. Yamamura out to Taniguchi. Right. This is Jinen. First involvement. Yamamura. Hoisted forward. Myung-jae. Mano didn't fancy that, but it might break. Leonardo is onside, and then the flag goes up belatedly. But that's how quickly Ulsan can turn defence into attack. One loose pass, and Leonardo was looking to get beyond the back four, just half a step too much. Yanaga hasn't been able to get involved. Yanaga certainly not in the dangerous areas. He operates from the right touchline, barely moves from there. Yamamura. Sorry, Kurumaya on the left side. Taki Bernarda loses out to one, then wins the ball back. Hwang Do-jae goes down but up quickly. Kobayashi, clever little header. Taki Bernarda was looking to get there. And how about that for a dummy? It's a 3-on-1 break. Yunilok on one side. He's got 3 in the middle. Yunilok, can he square it? Yunilok! Oh, terrific goalkeeping. Commanded his penalty area, Jung. Yanaga. They've got to pile players forward at 1-3 down. Here's Ilok. Park. Wandu J spreads it out to Seoul. Wandu J might go all the way back to his goalkeeper here. Indeed he does. Leandro forced the goalkeeper Hyun-woo to just bash it forward, and backing in by Amano onto Taniguchi. Change as we have a look at the breakaway. It's excellent defending to the credit of Taniguchi. He didn't commit, didn't give Iloka an obvious ball to play across, forced him into that alleyway. So Ten Miyagi is on. Taki Bernada is off. Attacking players galore. Schmidt is the ball winner in midfield. Yamamura lets it slide. Yamane hoists it in. Cheong-yeon will love those kind of balls in. Amano offside. And with that, we will go for our drinks break. The 75th minute has been reached. And there is Yamano, barely a yard inside the opposition half and caught offside. And a final chance for Coach Aniki to get his players out of a mess that they found themselves in with that concession of the early goals in both half. 2-0 down by 20 minutes. They got themselves back in through Leandro, and then within 2 minutes of the second half, Kazashvili had made it 3-1. Ulsan now in control of the match, and arguably in control of the group. As it stands, they will go to the top of the 14 group. Only the top team guaranteed a place in the round of 16. Second place can go through. Kawasaki have dropped points. So go on their results of their matches against, if they were to come second. Match against Johor, where they picked up 4 points. And a match against Ulsan. So that would put them in 5 points if they were in the second place race. You need to see it visually. 5 might not be enough to get you in the top 3, if that makes any sense. The expansion of teams for the AFC Champions League means it's a more convoluted way to reach the round of 16. As that's hoisted in. Leandro. Chinen! Beautifully done by Leandro. And as a couple of Ulsan players flew in to make the challenge. Now Chinen might have just caught the defender with his follow-through. Lovely little dummy. Yeah, he's just caught him on the top of his thigh. It's a genuine injury. Naga is there, but it was Chinen who nearly benefited from a peach of the chest pass. Well, they've had their moments, haven't they? They have had their moments. The Leandro chance in the first half, the Leandro effort beautifully saved. The Marchinho effort well saved early in the first half by Hyun-woo. The scramble in the penalty area, that effort for Chinen. Schmidt. Again, the 2 banks of 4 facing Kawasaki. Time is running short. Leandro effort from Miyagi, who's immediately gone to that left wing position. Chinen in support of Leandro up front and Yanaga. So it's effectively 5 defenders with 2 overlapping fullbacks and 5 attackers. Hoists it high into the Larkin sky. Leonardo bullied off it. Romano then beaten to it by Schmidt. Yamane. When he finds Wandu-J. Leonardo. Wansang had made a little dummy run. This is Seoul. Seoul, look for Amano, who's well defended. Some robust defending there from Yamamura as Amano went for the cross. Just have a look at the number 31 here as he makes sure that Amano is not getting a clear header there. Good solid centre-back challenge. Yamamura plays it and immediately wanders upfield. And it's an old school 2-3-5. Yamamura wants it again. But the clock is definitely ticking, 81st minute. Yamamura out wide to Yamane. Kuramaya can't get there. The break is on, but that's carelessly given away. Yanaga lifts it up to Leandro. Flag was up for offside there against Keichinen, but Leandro's header. Oh, maybe it's just for a foul on the goalkeeper. Heaven knows what the centre forward's meant to do if he's going for the ball. Moves on the far side, there's an injury as well. Wansang, who's been explosive and a really useful outlet down the right-hand side. As Ulsan prepare to make their 2 final changes. Owen Kyo, a defender, ready to come on. And Kostas, the centre forward. Young Wu over the top. Nano will chase, but easy for John. For Ulsan, after picking up only 1 point in their first 2 matches, this will be 3 wins in a row. 2 against Guangzhou were expected as Leandro sends it forward. And they shouldn't talk too hastily. Football has a habit of coming back to bite you on the backside. Yamane, Miyagi. Yongwoo, cleverly done. Amano, oh, lovely from Amano, past Chinen. And Wansang. He's got Ilok and marked on the far post. And Wansang looks for Ilok. It'll break to Leandro. And then Leonardo just catches the man. The final change is going to be taken by Ulsan. Trying to run the clock down, 6 minutes to play. Leonardo, a goal and 2 assists to his name, comes off to be replaced by Mark Costa. Hungarian who starts his career at the famous Honved club, signed from Zalevnizet from Hungary. One song, what a performance from him. Second AFC Champions League goal. And Impio will come on and just shore things up down that right-hand side. He might even drop into right back and push Seoul forward. Kurumaya. Every blue shirt behind the ball. Schmidt. Yamamura. Yanaga. Schmidt. Helps it out wide. Looks for Miyagi. Seoul is strong enough. Kurumaya under pressure from O. Taniguchi has to go back to his goalkeeper. It's now desperate measures required for Kawasaki. Yamamura. Miyagi makes the forward run. Kim Young-jin, Kim Young-won stretches those neck muscles. They need something from this corner. 7 white shirts. Again, the referee stops the game for any kind of contact. Miyagi's ball in. Young-jun clears. Miyagi again. Breaks to Kurumaya, has to go backwards. Good pressing coming in there from O. Kurumaya finds Yanaga. Junamana will do the pressing this time. Yamane. Just too much on that. 86 minutes on the clock. 3-1 Ulsan. A win that will elevate them to the top of the group on 10 points. Kawasaki will remain on 8 going into the final match day. Johor with a game to play against Guangzhou on 7. Guangzhou 4 defeats out of 4 on 0. Johor versus Guangzhou, 10 p.m. local time tonight. Costa. Free kick. Mark Costa. Worked hard for that, the 25-year-old Hungarian. Well, there was a late equaliser on match day 1 for Kawasaki after Ulsan had led for much of the game. But this is a 2-goal deficit, and Ulsan are in possession from Yun Il-lok. Lee Myung-jae tried to slide it around the corner. Won Du-jae. Costa. Du-jae. Little bit of keep ball. Seoul. Nicely done from Owen Pyo. Or not that nicely done. They might still progress from this group, but my word, they don't make AFC Champions League easy, Kawasaki, do they? Akihiro Yanaga wants to come onto his left foot. Yamane, Yanaga hangs it up for Leandro Damiao, who gets to the ball first but can't keep it in play. Costa. They've had their moments, Kawasaki, but Ulsan generally have been in control. Just the one truly scary moment for Hyun-woo. the goalkeeper for Ulsan in this second half. Produced a fine save to deny Leandro Damião. Yonilo looked like it was curling top corner. Just gravitated to the gloves. Backless from Jong Hyun. He's been immense defensively. Kurumaya, Taniguchi.
Let's test สวัสดีครับท่านผู้ชมคอมเมนต์ตั้งนานนะนี่กลับมาพูดคุยครับทดเวลา4นาทีนะครับทดเวลา4นาทีครับเวลาแค่4นาทีนะครับน่าจะแพ้ละฟอนตาเล่นะครับสู้ไม่ได้นะครับสู้อุนซานไม่ได้นะครับตอนนี้บุกไม่ขึ้นเลยพาบอลขึ้นมาโดนเลี้ยงตัดเข้ามาฟอนตาเล่เจาะได้ไหมไหลพักมาให้แดนหน้ากระดกมาลูกนี้ล้นมาจังหวะนี้แล้วก็ยิงบล็อกไว้ได้ครับผู้สาประตูของอุนซานฮุนไดจับไม่ได้ครับลูกนี้มาถึงฝั่งซ้ายครับฝั่งขวาครับผู้สาประตูออกมาอ่านเกมทันออกมาบล็อกไว้ได้ลูกเตะมุมของฟอนตาเล่โดนมงสกัดด้วยอุนซานฮุนไดกระดกนะครับมีทุกสิ่งอย่างก็ต้องใส่ให้หมดนะครับไม่ทันละมั้ง2 ลูกโยนมาจังหวะนี้มงชงมาแล้วก็วอลเล่ยิงเข้าไปอยู่โกดาบิเยาดาบิเยายิงเข้าไปครับกุนสุโธดาบิเยาวอลเล่เข้าไปครับโอ้โหลูกนี้ครับวอลเล่ฉลับหรือเปล่ายิงฉลับหรือเปล่าโอ้โหลูกนี้ครับในช่วงทดเวลาครับฉลับครับโอ้โหลูกนี้ครับฉลับกองหลังอุนซานครับไล่มาแล้วนะเห็นไหมเนี่ยเหลือเวลาอีกนิดนึงเหลือเวลาอีก2นาทีทดเวลานะครับเหลืออีก2นาทีนะครับเป็นลูกฟาวของอุนซานฮุนไดตอนนี้ 3-2 แล้วนะครับไล่ตีไข่แตกขึ้นมา
making sure nothing silly happens. Since the free kick, it's about 20-25 seconds. 90 remaining. Young Woo.
ซานได้บุกเข้ามาครับโอ้โหริมเส้นมาแล้วกุนซานพับโอ้โหเกือบโดนอีกแล้วครับฟอนตาเล่นี่รับหลุมเหมือนหลวมๆนะโดนหลายรอบเหมือนกันนะวันนี้ถ้าเสมอก็ไม่เสียหายนะโอ้โหคัทแบ็กมาให้ยามานกครับจังหวะนี้มงชกมาดักบอลไม่ได้ครับอุนซานติดกันเองทางด้านของอุนซานครับถ้าตีเสมอได้ก็ปาฏิหาริย์แล้วล่ะเอานะครับครับเหลืออีกไม่ถึงนาทีแล้วเป็นการบุกอีกนาทีสุดท้ายแล้วครับท้ายสุดแล้วครับรับอย่างหนักหน่วงครับตอนนี้ทางด้านของอุนซานฮุนไดเจาะได้หรือไม่ครับวางเปลี่ยนแกนสวิตมาฝั่งขวากระดกเข้าไปบริเวณหัวกะโหลกมงชงมาเคลียร์บอลไปได้ครับอุนซานฮุนไดเหลือ20 วิครับเหลือ20 วิเร็วส่งบอลไปข้างหน้าอย่าไปแปะคืนหลังอีกแล้วไม่ทันแดกแล้ววางบอลขึ้นไปเลยมงชงจังหวะนี้เตะบอลออกไปครับทางด้านของอุนซานฮุนได จบเกมการแข่งขันไล่ไม่ทันฟอนตาเล่ไล่ไม่ทันครับจบเกมแล้วโอ้โหจบเกมการแข่งขันไปแล้วไล่ไม่ทันครับผมเอาครับจบไปแล้วครับไล่ไม่ทันเล่นเกมเก่งหมายถึงว่าเล่นก็ดีไม่สุดนะครับผมเล่นไม่ดีเลยนะครับวันนี้นะก็งูกินหางแล้วตอนนี้ทางด้านกลุ่มนี้นะผมนี่ก็ขับเคี่ยวกันมันนะครับผมงูกินหางแล้วตอนนี้ลุ้นกันมันละใครจะได้เข้ารอบนะครับผมเดี๋ยวไปดูนัดต่อไปนะโอเคเดี๋ยวจบไลฟ์สดนี้ไปก่อนนะเดี๋ยวไปเจอกันในนัดในเชียร์บีจีเนาะใกล้ละนี่ครับลาท่านผู้ชมไปก่อนเนาะสำหรับคลิปนี้เนาะโอเค
The team's Ulsan Hyundai from Korea beat Kawasaki Frontale from Japan by 3 goals to 2. Ulsan top of the group.
เดี๋ยวไปเจอกันนัดบีจีนะท่านผู้ชมเดี๋ยวไปเจอกันนัดเจอบีจีนะครับนัดเจอบีจีเดี๋ยวผมไลฟ์อีกคู่หนึ่งไลฟ์อีกแมตช์หนึ่งนะครับโอเคเดี๋ยวขอจบไลฟ์นี้ไปก่อนแล้วกันเนาะ